What's going on, collective? Welcome back to Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. You already know the vibe, right? As you are coming into this space, I am sending you all the good energy and the positive vibes that you need at this time. Make sure you check out the description box if there's any further information that you want to know about me, whether it has to do with booking or following me on any of the other platforms. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead, because when you come here, you get all the healing messages, all the empowering messages, all the messages that you may need in the time that you will receive it. Okay. We are falling back on doing the collective zodiacs for right now. I think I'm gonna hold that until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So let's go ahead and run those subscriptions up. Go ahead and subscribe so we can get back going in depth with each of the zodiac messages. Okay. But right now, we are going, like I said, into a collective message. I really do hope that your day has been well thus far. If not, just take some time to reset. And it don't matter. It can be in the beginning of the day. You can reset at the end of the day. It does not matter. You just need to reset when you know you need to reset. Take a step back. Take a couple of deep breaths. Release everything that's not happening right now. Do not put yourself in a position to worry and things of that nature. Look, that's going to be crazy if that's what this message is talking about. Spirit, you know our hearts and you know our situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart? I tell you, boy, I tell you. I tell you. All right, let's go ahead and get into this message that came out thus far. Okay. See, that's what happens when you be intuitively tapped in. That's exactly what happens. Underneath it all, what do we have? We have the high priestess, okay? So underneath it all is pretty much calling you, telling you, asking you, giving you a chance to raise your vibration in a sense, right? Your sense of awareness. Allow the things that are happening around you to elevate you, to put you in a position to see things clearly now, right? In my mind, is I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Okay. But if you can look at her, right? She looks like she is at peace. Regardless of what's going on around her, she is transmuting that energy to be more high vibrational, be fruitful, and things of that nature. Okay. So I'm going to leave that here because that can be underneath it all. That's what you need to do. That's the space that you're in. But we're definitely going to be tapping back into that energy as we go along with the message that's on the table. After I get done, going over the message on the table, I will clarify a few. Yep. It's they always come out like that. It gives me the ones that need to be clarified. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, love. The first card on the table is the Eight of Swords. Now, before I even came up in here, before we even got these cards, I'm like, I think I told y'all not to overthink things, just take a step back. That Eight of Swords is definitely talking about like being in your head, right? You have to listen. Yeah, you do have to listen, but you have to put yourself in a position to be able to process things, right? There's nothing to overthink about. Overthink for what? Right? All overthinking does is really like drain your energy coming from this mental space. Everything is energy, and I'm quite sure you know this by now. However, you again take a step back. Take a step back. What you overthinking about? Tell me, for real. What are you overthinking about? Because I can guarantee you there is an answer there. The messages are always there, the signs are always there, the synchronicities are always there. We're just so distracted by what goes on in our day-to-day life that we don't see things for what they truly are, especially when we've been conditioned by the people around us for so long. So you may not think so, but you've gradually learned to react and respond to things in the ways that you've seen other people do it. If it does not make you feel good, right? If it puts too much on your brain, like you have the ability to take a step back and regain yourself, recollect your thoughts, and to put yourself back in the present moment. Because, like I said, by you overthinking love, all that's going to do is put you in this, right? And this is the Nine of Swords. If you can look at the image, the illustration on this card, it's like the blood is coming out of the swords, right? So it's like you're draining yourself. But for what? I definitely see there's some confusion. Like you don't know whether you coming or going, or you don't know whether it's right or wrong. You don't know whether it's this or that. And I guess I don't want to say it's normal, but it's common, right? That's common for you not to be able to be in a mental space to make a clear decision. But all you have to do is choose one or the other. And once you make that decision, once you make that choice, as you're moving forward, it will present itself. Like the answer will come to you. You just have to put yourself in a position to be okay with that uncertain part until you're, in a position to where you can see. Okay? We have the Tower, okay, in reverse. So again, it's talking about you seeing, but between, am I saying that right? Between all the chaos, the conflict, and the confusion that may be surrounding you in any way, shape, or form, is happening so that you can see things. This almost reminds me of somebody being pushed down and being able to look up, like being able to see what's happening, what's going on around you, right? Because ain't nothing to it but to do it. That was the next thought that popped up. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Even in the moments where life starts seeming overwhelming, you have to trust, you have to know, you have to believe, like, I got the power to overcome this. Think about all the stuff that you've already been through, right? All of the hurt, the heartache, the pain, the sorrow, the grief, the anger, anything. Think about all the stuff that you've already been through and then pay attention to how you've overcome it already. That's what you really need to do in this moment. Like, just understand that you have the power, you have the strength, and stop focusing on the things that cloud your mind so much. Release them. All you have to do is release it, release it, release it, release it, release it, so that you can open yourself up to a position to where you're actually able to start receiving the things that are sitting right there waiting on you just to open yourself up. Why do I say that? I didn't even see that last card, but it's there. Because you got the Sun in reverse, right? And this could also be the energy of you giving so much that you're not in a position to understand that you need to receive as well. You need to get, like, you can give and that's okay, but you want to put yourself in a position to receive. So, and it starts with you. It really does start with you. You have to start giving to yourself the things that you're expecting from other people. And when I say expecting, it's because you're putting out so much energy and then you're wanting it to be reciprocated. Like, you know how they tell you, treat other people how you want to be treated, right? So you're treating people good, you're being kind, you're showing up for people and doing these things. Like, okay, if I'm showing up for them, then they'll see what I'm about, they'll show up for me in the same way. You got to show up for you in the same way first. And once you start showing up for you, you will recognize and realize the energies that surround you that are not capable of reciprocating that energy in this time, opposed to you putting yourself in a position to be irritated, aggravated, annoyed, feeling like you're in lack, feeling like you're in some, like, feeling like lack and scarcity, letting those energies consume you because of how you're processing what's actually happening around you. Everything that is happening around you is clearly calling you back to you. It's not selfish, it's necessary for you to put yourself first. It is not selfish. It is very much so necessary for you to put yourself first. And I mean, that's before anybody, everybody, partners, kids, parents, whomever. You have to learn how to be okay with doing what's best for you. And no, everybody is not going to understand it, and that's okay as well. But you have to put yourself in a position so that you can understand why you move the way you move, why you do the things you do, why you react and respond to certain things in a certain way, and stuff like that. Because I just really see you just being all in your head. I really just see you being all in your head. And you got to understand, like, that's not how you bring things into your reality, right? You're so concerned about what's happening in the physical aspect. I feel like you're forgetting that it's a universal thing going on. Like, it's energies throughout the universe that you can actually tap into. I don't care what your situation has looked like up until now, you still have the ability to change it. So instead of being so discouraged by the things that you are recognizing around you, right? Instead of you being so discouraged by it, start using that to get you where you're trying to be. Start using that so that you can see things from a different perspective, right? This is where awareness comes in. This is where accountability comes in. And accountability does not mean, oh, I'm to blame, or I'm blaming myself, or this is my fault. It's like, okay, this is the role that I played. This is what I did, or this is what I didn't do, and this is what I need to do for myself in order to get into a better situation. Hello, Spirit, can we clarify the Two of Swords? Oh, my bad, y'all. We're going into the clarification now, and we do have 3 cards in reverse, so those are going to be the few that we clarified. Spirit, can we clarify the Two of Swords in reverse? Thank you. Thank you. I got what you need. Take it. Yes, take it. All right, so clarifying the Two of Swords. And it's the Two of Swords in reverse. You got the Four of Cups. You got the Two of Swords in the upright. You have the Universe in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Really? This is what you want to do? This is how we want to act? So whether you realize it or not, it's showing up as you really being the reason. Like, you're playing with your own emotions. You know what you want, but you're not, allowing the cycles to complete themselves in order for you to be able to take action. You have to be okay with things ending, right, when they need to end. I had to ask someone the other day, like, if you knew that by you doing this certain thing, by you ending a situation, right? If you knew that by you ending a situation that you would open up many more doors for yourself, would you do it? Right? And they was like, yeah, for sure. And it's like, but you'll never know unless you try. Like, you'll never know unless you put the action in to start moving towards what it is that you actually want, especially when you're surrounding yourself with negativity and toxicity, or low vibrational energies that you're allowing yourself to sit in, right? Because your thoughts become things. Your thoughts actually dictate and determine your emotions and how you feel. When you feel a certain type of way, this is the energy that you're exuding, your emotions, right? So this is why I always encourage you to put yourself, like, in that place of being, I want to say happy, but satisfied. I think satisfied would be a better word for me to use in this moment. You have, like I said, there's things that you want. You want certain things. You see these things that you want. And because you're looking around you, or you're paying attention to the relationships that you have, or you're paying so much attention to everything that's going on outside of yourself, you feel like it's impossible for you to achieve what it is you desire to have. And it's not. You really just have to start putting in the necessary action. Start speaking your truth, right? Start having conversations with individuals who can help you elevate, who can help you, who can help you see things from your mental space in a different way. There are people who can assist you with that, especially if it's something that you struggle with because you're holding on to the things that have happened in your past. when I tell you that everything that has happened thus far was necessary and it needed to happen in order for you to be able to get into the space that you're trying to get into, is making you become aware of what you actually do and don't want. It's helping you get clear on what it is that you do and or don't want. And you're not obligated to settle based on somebody else or anything outside of yourself. You really have to start figuring out what it is that you want for you. Let's do the Tower in reverse. Thank you. Thank you. So for clarifying the Tower, you have the Hangman, you have the Knight of Disc, and you have the Three of Disc in reverse. Now remember, the Tower is the one that's talking about like the chaos, the conflict, the confusion that's surrounding you. Again, it's just telling you to look at things from a different perspective. Like, take that step back that we talked about, and you may feel like, oh, it's holding me up, or it's making me stuck, or I feel stagnant. But again, when you start looking at things from a different perspective and you start working on the things that you need to work on, because we can't change people, right? We can't change people outside of ourselves. We can just change how we react, how we respond, how we see things. And then again, be okay with doing that so that we can open ourselves up to receive. It's not as bad as you're making it out to be. It's not as complicated as you're making it out to be. It's not as overwhelming as you're making it out to be, right? Notice that I'm saying that you're making it out to be, because it is a thing. Yeah, these things are happening. These people are doing the things that they're doing or not, right? However, when you stop feeling like that's all that you deserve, in a sense, when you start feeling like, I deserve more than this, I need to find better friends to hang around, I need to find more supportive people to interact with, I need to, because listen, what you have to also understand is that there's people who are in this vibrational frequency themselves, right? And if they see you elevating and evolving and they have not found their way to do the same, they're going to try to keep you in a position to be on a level where they are, right? So you have to decide, like, how long am I going to sit in this? How long am I going to stay here? Or when am I going to start committing myself to the things that I actually want and or want to experience? Again, ain't nothing to it but to do it. We're going into the Sun in reverse to clarify that. Spirit, can we have the cards that we need to clarify the Sun in reverse? I wouldn't be surprised if the Knight of Cups comes out. That's quite a few. But we're going to take them all because they all just flew out like that. So you got clarifying the Sun in reverse. There is the Five of Swords. There's the Two of Disc in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Hermit, and the Nine of Disc. See, I should have thought deeper than just saying the Knight of Cups, because the Nine of Disc is almost like the Nine of Cups, but it's talking about you attracting things to you, right? It's talking about bringing things to you. So with the Sun in reverse, they're telling you pretty much to stop self-sabotaging, right? So that goes back into me saying, there is things that you feel like you deserve because of your surroundings, right? Like, oh, I must deserve this, or this is happening, so this must be what's meant for me, right? It's meant, but only in a sense to show you what you actually deserve, to put you in alignment with what you actually desire. Because if you don't want something and you feel it and you're like, I deserve better than this, stick to that. Be committed to creating better for yourself in whatever way you need to. There are changes that need to be made, there are shifts that need to be made, or adjustments that need to happen, right? And it has a lot to do with you detaching yourself emotionally from whatever you feel emotionally attached to, or whoever you feel emotionally attached to, because again, you're not obligated to stay stuck in certain situations, especially when you see better for yourself. again, you don't like when you see things through your eyes, and even though I'm looking at you right now, right? I'm in my mind and I'm looking behind my eyes at the images and the visions that are presenting themselves to me in order for me to be able to deliver the message in a way that it'll be able to be received, right? So just start really taking the time to tap into yourself, to really get to know you on a whole nother level so that you can start attracting what it is that you need and or want to attract to yourself, right? That you can put yourself in this different position. You can put yourself on this different vibrational frequency. And there's a number of ways that you can do that. There are so many methods that you can look into. There are conversations that you can have. Maybe you do need to invest in some type of spiritual development coach or some type of a life coach or therapy, right? Whatever it is that you need in order for you to have this like safe space, in order for you to grow and evolve, it's time for you to do that because you want the things that you want and you damn sure deserving to have whatever it is you desire. What happens is we start to connect these emotions that we want to feel to the people who are around us or surrounding us. So it's like you want genuine love and you're in a relationship, but this relationship ain't kicking out what you feel like you really want to have. So now you're waiting for this individual to pretty much get their shit together so that you can have what it is that you want to have instead of you being okay with releasing whatever that energy is and opening yourself up to being able to receive all that you deserve and desire, right? You want more genuine friends, but the people that you communicate and you talk to, they always gossiping, they always worrying about somebody else's business, they're always complaining. And then you may even be in a sense of like, I don't want no new friends. I don't want to get to know new people. How? Why? You got to get to know yourself and you learning yourself every single day. So put yourself in a position to trust yourself enough to build these genuine relationships or to have these good experiences because you deserve to. So when you wake up in the morning, whether like when you wake up or even when you come across this, start thinking, I deserve good things to happen to me. Something good finna happen to me today. I don't know what, but something good about to happen. And it doesn't have to be something enormous, right? Like astronomically big. You just want to be able to start tapping into those good experiences that are presenting themselves to you, no matter how small they may seem, because those small ones will end up increasing over time and they'll become these big things that you're expecting to come in. But again, you have to be able to feel that this good shit is coming to you, that this goodness is like it's presenting itself to you. Start paying attention to that instead of you being so in your head and allowing your thoughts to pretty much drain you or keep you in this low vibrational place, this low vibrational space, which then goes back to that underneath it all card. Raise the vibrations. Like whatever's going on around you, however crisscross applesauce shit may seem, just start like loving the moment for what it is because it's definitely showing you what it is that you need to see for you to get to where you want to be. All the time. It is showing you what you need to see in order for you to get you to where you want to be. All right? So again, we will get back to the Zodiac Collective messages once we reach 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, or you want certain methods, leave me a comment. I will get back to you ASAP. And other than that, love, I hope this helps. I hope it brought some type of clarity. I hope it makes you feel better because it's the truth, right? And until next time, enjoy yourself. Peace.